Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Vintage Story 1.18.5. It is again raining. Lord, it has done nothing but rain for days. And I do mean days. We've got a couple of things to do real quick. The first is I need to put together a couple of bronze ingots. And we have lots of copper. And, well, before we do that, I guess I should exercise at least a tiny bit of common sense and get a couple of things put away, like our food. Not to mention, I should probably eat before I start making evil noises. Gotta relight my torch. Jumped in the water with it. Wasn't thinking. We should have one more bowl of stew left. And during the course of the day, we'll make sure and gather the materials so we can make another nice hearty stew. There we go. Yep, that was it. We're going to put all the meat in there and the bones. And over here is where we're storing spotty moss and vines and cattails, which I need to look into the creation of a skep to see whether or not I can use alternate materials with our mods, because otherwise it's clay and Cooper's reeds. We happen to have a pile of cattails, and I just did it again. Want to get these guys out here. The lily pads, beautiful. It was worth putting my torch out. Just getting this place just wonderful with plants and all kinds of stuff. Makes me happy. Like I say, we're actually going to be carving a statue that's going to be setting on that little island there. This is Wolfstone Castle, according to the lore book that we found. It's Wolfstone Castle. Can we relight these off of the oil lamp? I've never tried. Nope. Good to know. Alright, what else do we need to sort real quick here? We got some hard sedge and hart's tongue and a few other things. Got a couple of hides I think I should probably put away, and the fat. Get the fat in there. And we've got flax fibers. I think I'm actually going to move these oak leaves and put the flax fibers in here. We've got we got a bunch of them tucked away in another container in here. And it's just about time for me to get to organizing in here, because it's just reaching that point where if I don't do something soon, it's going to be absolutely ridiculous. Alright. That helps a lot. I think we've got the ferns in there. And I'm going to pull this piece of parchment and put those in there. And that is Thule, and there's hard sedge. Okay. And those bones don't necessarily belong in there. Aged wood fence. Yeah, I've got a number of things I really need to just plain get to. and I just haven't. All right. Well, you go in here, so I stop jumping in the water and putting you out. You go in there. Got a couple of willow canes, which I think I'm just gonna stick in the fire here. And some birch canes as well. Let's grab the. Oops. You there. Scrap. Now would you behave your damn self and put that on the fire. We're gonna go out and gather some edibles real quick, and we're gonna cook up a full pot of super duper stew and just get that out of the way. Get that done and out of the way, and that way, whatever may come tomorrow morning, we will not be going through it. So let's see. I'm gonna go 12 of those. We're gonna make some beef jerky. Put that in there to cure it. And take the knife out, and we're going to make some bait. Put that in there to keep it fresh. And now I think for the moment we're just going to keep that in there. We also have these crocodile eggs. I was hoping we were going to be able to hatch them, but when I tried to hatch a couple of them, they just basically vanished. They never hatched. So we've got some raw fish. Stick that in there. Stick those in there, and we're going to pull that out. Grab one of these guys, and let's exercise some common sense. I know that's not supposed to happen. I'm supposed to wait until I'm absolutely starving to death. But I can't help myself. Too many highly responsible vintage story players have chided me about my eating habits. Now these are going to burn fast. Where are the other ones? There they are. Oh man, my fishing pole is almost kaput. Almost kaput. Bismuth bronze. Bismuth bronze. I wonder why they weren't stacked. That's kind of strange. Copper. I doubt we'll need all 4 of them, but let's get this cooked up, put it in the crock, and sealed away. I believe we can use beeswax to seal a crock and make it even more long-term. Boy, with a full 6 servings in there, it takes a long time to cook. Put that away. Silver needs to be put away as well. This needs to get added to the copper arrow collection. We might actually need 1 more log. Wow. I think it should be hot enough to finish it out. We're up to, 600 degrees plus, and it only needs to be to 200. There we go. That's right, a crock only holds 4 servings. I forgot about that. What am I getting hung up on here? Okay, there we go. So we've got 6 servings of good hearty food. Should fill our food bar practically right on up. And let's head back up. Come on. How you doing, Grit? So now that we have gotten that out of the way, toss that in there. We got 16 flint arrows, 1 copper arrow, 10 bronze. I think we're bismuth bronze right now. Yeah, we are. And crude arrows. Okay. The crude arrows are great for shooting underwater. The feathers, the lack of feathers means no drag. Don't worry, little room. Soon we will get in here and get you all sorted out, you will be opulent and wondrous. But for now, we have other things to do. So, first and foremost, we're going to grab these copper bits, and we're going to grab the tin bits, and put that in there. That would make one whole ingot. Basically, what I'm going to do, those should be to 18. 180 units of copper. Oh, those are tin bits. Those are, yeah, tin and copper. Okay, no, I'm not insane. 180 units of copper. Okay, there we go. Two. All right, I was correct. I just got a little confused about something. I'm not sure what. All right, so grab this. We're gonna start it with the bark. And the bark will burn up to 800 degrees. So basically, when the bark brings it up to 800 degrees, that's when we'll drop the charcoal in. That way we minimize our charcoal use. Since we ended up with crap loads of this, we can actually use this bark to make baskets, and maybe we'll do that at some point, just to say we did, you know. But for the moment, I'm just using it for fuel when it's handy. Taking the redwood logs and stripping the bark off of them, they end up being really nice for carving. And you know my chisel addiction, so means we've got a lot of it. We're gonna pour a couple of bronze ingots, and then we're gonna get the clay items that haven't been fired yet put in the pits and set up to fire. got a flower pot there I'm eventually going to fire, but I wanted to do these first so we can start producing ingots at a little more ferocious rate. So we've got a bunch of redwood, fair amount of oak, some willow. I think we will go redwood. So we're going to grab, 3 stacks of that. You know, actually, let's not use that redwood. Let's use the quarter sawn. Let's use the quarter sawn. I don't tend to use that for my chiseling projects. To go back where it came from. That should be plenty to start with. Drop that for just a second. That is redwood as well. Alright, so we're going to open our inventory, we're going to mouse over redwood, and we're going to hit H, and that's going to bring up the handbook, and it's going to show us all of the different things that we can make out of it. We've got, of course, slabs and doors. We've got 2x2 gates, which is pretty cool. Of course, fences, troughs and tables, and all of that kind of stuff. Drawbridge 4x6, drawbridge 4x7. But I think we'd have to have gears for that. Floor plate. Really? Small animal cage, medium animal cage. How do you figure that boards are used to make javelin fletchings? That doesn't make any sense. Wood lantern. We need metal plates for that. A smoker. Add 4 firewood and up to 4 raw trussed meat. Then light with a torch to start the process. Primitive survival. Really? I didn't know we had that. And we've got some wagon wheels and a globe. There's a redwood cart. I think probably we're just going to be redwood slab obtained by breaking ingredient 4. I think we'll go with slabs. As a start. That should be good. And then is it beam? Yes, beams. But I think beams can only be placed horizontally. Support beam. So apparently we can swap them back and forth, but you're not telling me how to make them, my friend. No. Alright. I do have an idea. I think it will go well. I think it will go well. So head to the kitchen. Oh, it's already night again. Jeez. We have these aged wooden fences. And I think if we use the redwood slabs for the dock itself, and we used the aged fence posts as the supports in the water, they'll look like they've been in the water and soaking for a good long time, you know. But the redwood will look good up on top. I think that will work well. Oh, and not the whole point, but a good part of the point of coming down here was to see how much fat we have left. 14, okay. I think I'm gonna go put the metal bits away. And I'm going to make 4 more bowls. Because we've got 2 pots and 2 bowls and 2 crocks, which is plenty enough for my needs at this moment. Just so happy to be able to do this indoors, not have to hassle with everything outside. And then my brain fell out. We're putting this back. We're putting this back. We are hanging up the saw. And we are making some bowls. Okay, no, my brain is still working. I just had to double check on that. It seemed to be stalling out a little bit. go. Because that'll be a total of 8 more lamps we can make. One of them I'll use for the brazier. All right, now our fireplace is like right up there, and we're going to want to create a square scrap metal brazier to place into the fire pit, or well, into the fireplace in such a way that it looks like we have a constantly burning fireplace. And then that way I can put a grill in front of it and stuff to, I don't know, kind of spiff it up. Make it look a little more professional. Get this back in there. There is medium fertility soil. Granite. And I need to look up cobble. So okay, it is one clay surrounded by stone. All right. Okie dokie dokie. Oh, that's nice. It makes 2. Cool. Let's see this smoker now. There, okay, there it is. So it's boards and cobblestone. Pour firewood and up to 4 raw trussed meats, then light with a torch to start the process. Okay, trussed meat, I believe we have to tie that with cordage. Trussed meat. So yeah, we can use cordage. Looks like we can use flax as well. So 4 meat and 1 cordage. Okay. We're gonna make a smoker. I did not know that it had been added into Primitive Survival mod. I know when we were playing like in 1.14 or 1.16 with Primitive Survival, it wasn't in at that time, so. All right. 2, 1, 1, and 3. Decide where these are going to live. I got smoker's grit. I don't know, man. Could be a threat to your business. I think out here, actually, could be a good answer. Put them side by side. They've got roofs. We've got crap loads of materials for making cordage. down here. Yeah, we'll do it that way. I'll just turn these 3 meat into fishing bait, and we'll do 3 bundles. Now, I don't know if the aged firewood will work or not, but we're going to find out. I'm not sure how many of bundles, we can put in at a time, so. Oh, hey, okay, so 3 of them will go in there. Add 4 firewood. Yeah, it's not letting me add it, so this is not going to do the job. We need actual real firewood. This is the aged firewood that was here at the castle when we first showed up. But if we can use 4 pieces of wood to smoke 16 pieces of meat, that could really, really make a difference in us making it through our winter. Because now that we've got some aurochs trapped over there in a pen to domesticate, any aurochs who appears outside of that pen is considered fair game. And if discovered this earlier, I wouldn't have made all that jerky. I'd have tied up bundles and smoked it. Because you can ask my friends, I'll try to smoke almost anything. There we go, that should be it. Now, I assume I close it before I light it. There it goes. Hot diggity. How about that? Did not even know we possessed such a thing. Does it give us a time frame? 2% complete at this point, so by the time we wake up, it'll definitely be done. Beauty. We'll store that downstairs in the crocks and we will be golden. But with that, see, we're at this point where our shovel and our axe and our pick are all right on the verge of breaking. And so as a result, I've been trying to use them so that they break because they give us scraps and also nuggets, and then what we do is we convert the scraps into nuggets, and it allows us to kind of recycle a lot of our materials and get set up with a fresh axe and shovel and be ready to rock and roll. So that's why I wanted to get some ingots going. How's your temperature? All right. Just put those there so I don't forget. Or so that if I forget, you forget too. And we've still got plenty of charcoal in the pit, so we're good there. Plenty of foraging time available. I've been looking at my room and looking at my room and looking at my room and trying to decide how to do it. I think I'm gonna carve a table for us to put this display case on, and maybe some sort of interesting stand. Maybe do a desk for in front of the window. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. I'd really like to get some sort of contrast going here. Make that stand out a little more interesting. I'd like to do some intarsia or something. I'm not sure. But either way, it's time for me to sleep. And remember, kids, don't sleep with torches in the real world. I will see you guys in the next one.